The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black moustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won. A little preview for how I'm feeling right now. Good morning. It is Monday. Let's talk about my low, high, active kindness, shall we? So, my low is, honestly, yesterday really wasn't very eventful other than just watching football all day. But my high was the fact it was very good football. Especially that I had quite a few right picks yesterday. And one I'm very happy about. I'll talk about that momentarily. But before I do, how about we quickly recap what my picks were and who wound up winning, shall we? I can just look this up right here. Now, remember, going into week 2, I was 11 out of 5. I was 11 for 16. And of the 16 possible games, I got 11 of them right, which is good. Would have liked 12, but the Raiders pulled out of the win, hence why I was able to do the autumn wind speech a week ago. Now then. All right, my act of kindness was before my dad and I headed home, we just decided to clean up a little bit. It was nice. It was really nice. But speaking of the autumn wind, yes, I do that speech every time the Raiders win. Yesterday was no exception. The Raiders manhandled the Steelers 26-17. It was very nice. Another thing that was very nice, the 49ers beat the dreaded Eagles. I hate the Eagles. So, yes, I'm very happy the 49ers won. The Browns, they got themselves a victory. About time. You know, they are going to be a contender for sure. I was right about the Browns. I was right about the Broncos, as I very well should have been. Although, here's where we start getting a little different. I knew that because it was a division game, division rivals between the Saints and the Panthers, it was going to be a tough game. I didn't think the Saints were going to lose as much as they did. If the Panthers... Okay, so try to do the math. Actually, let's say the Packers do play the Panthers. By that point, they may actually be a resemblance of what they were a year ago. But let's say that they're not. If the Saints beat the Packers a week before 38-3, and the Panthers beat the Saints 26-7, it's going to be like almost 40-0 for if the Panthers play the Packers. It's not going to be like that, obviously, but still. I mean, I didn't think the Panthers were going to win like this. I mean, yeah, they have Christian McCaffrey, but I completely forget that Carolina actually has some really good defenders and some very good other players too. Not just C-Mac. However, C-Mac is still the man. Anyway, I wound up being right about the Rams. Now, as for the Bills-Dolphins, see, this is what Buffalo should have done a week ago, and they didn't. Because considering how good they were last year, considering what we were expecting this year, and like a whole bunch of other factors I can't think of right now, like beating your division rival 35-0 is very appropriate for the Bills to do. Okay? So, as far as I know, with the exception of the Jets, I'll get to that momentarily, everyone in the AFC East is tied, but I'm going to give the AFC to the Bills. I know it's insanely early to even think about that, but come on. Like, it was a fluke they lost to the Steelers. It was a fluke. And now the Bills are, they wound up going like defeating the Dolphins at Dolphins, 35-0, which is what I predicted anyway, so I'm good. Of course, I'd be right about the Patriots beating the Jets too. I mean, 25-6. Yeah, that's incredibly generous for the Patriots beating the Jets. Believe it or not, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Cool. Let's see. Here's another game I was definitely wrong about. I was wrong about the Bears beating the Bengals because I thought the Bengals were going to win. But considering that Joe Burrow only just recently got back, and I should have known it was going to be a bit of a rough road ahead because only a week prior, the Bengals just barely won over the Vikings. Come to think of it, hold on. Let me look up something. If I can find it. No, sorry, I looked at the wrong one. Where is it? I know it's here. Somewhere. Yeah, the Bengals beat. Okay, so yeah, so literally both games that the Bengals have played in were decided by a field goal. Okay. Now let's see what's next. Oh, the Buccaneers beating the Falcons. Of course, I was going to be right about that. Are you kidding me? I mean, I knew the Bucs were going to win, even though it's a division rival game and division rivals tend to play the hardest against each other. But I think it was like 2 or 3 pick sixes. I mean, the Buccaneers defense is actually pretty good. Now, here's another game I was right about, but only just the Cardinals and the Vikings. That was a very close game. I tell you, I think the Cardinals were somewhat resting on their laurels considering the fact they manhandled the Titans, which I'll get to that momentarily. Because, they beat the Titans 38-6 or something. And the only reason the Cardinals won was because of a missed field goal at the very end. Minnesota missing a field goal. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Anyway. Let's see. I was watching the rest because after they showed the Cowboys game, they moved it to the Titans-Seahawks game, and they got to overtime, and I'm like, has anyone ever said that Derrick Henry's a grown man? Because Derrick Henry literally just proved he's a grown man. I'm just saying. Let's see. The Cowboys and the Chargers. And now you know why I'm incredibly happy. Go, Cowboys. Yep, we won. The Cowboys won. We are winning the Super Bowl because the Cowboys won. Yes, I am very happy. It's the Cowboys won, man. I don't really know what to say. I mean, it was a close game. And I knew that the chips were going to be down because we're actually missing a couple of our key defenders, either due to injury or some are even on the COVID list. But either way, a W is a W, man. No changing that. So right now, 3 teams, including my Dallas Cowboys, are tied in the NFC East. Obviously, the other 2 being the Eagles and the Washington football team. However, even though we have a rough road ahead, I think we might actually have the advantage. I think we might actually be number 1. Because, yes, we all have the same record, but the team that Washington lost to was the Chargers. And my Dallas Cowboys just beat the Chargers. So I think the advantage goes to us. At least that's how it should work. I have no idea how it really works, in my humble opinion. All I know is that the best record goes to the playoffs. That's all it is. Although, I have a very strong feeling that just like last season, the team that goes to the playoffs will be determined in week 18 now. So, let's see how that plays out. And now finally we get to last night's game. I'll admit, I kind of stopped watching it very early on, partly because I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. And second of all, it was because Honey Badger got a pick six. Or was it a fumble? Either way, like, the Chiefs got this. Apparently, no, they didn't. Because the Ravens won 36-35. Okay, so the Ravens have a lot of work to do. I know that. And they definitely have some kinks to shake out. But from what I've been seeing, because here's the thing, the Ravens really should have beaten the Raiders. Honestly, I really don't know. The Ravens are definitely going to be a very befuddling team going forward in this season. Just from what I've seen so far. But regardless, those are all my picks. I was 11-5 going in. I have one more game to go through tonight before I determine where I am right now. But so far, for week 2, I am, one wrong. So I got one wrong, 2 wrong, 3 wrong, 4 wrong, and 5. What do you know? I already got 5 wrong again. So now we have tonight. Okay, so the Lions and the Packers. Okay, you know what? I'll be honest. I actually knew. I said this before. I'm going to continue to say it. There's a boatload of dysfunction in Green Bay. There is. And losing to the Saints 38-3 was like just the amalgamation of it all. With that said, I can barely think of any time at all, even back when Matthew Stafford, who's now playing for the Rams, was playing for the Lions, where the Lions really could never beat Green Bay. So, even though I don't really care much for Aaron Rodgers, and even with all the dysfunction, they are playing against a division rival that for the most part, they really have the edge over. So, I'm going to be picking the Packers over the Lions. Although, I will say, if the Packers lose tonight, it's very obvious Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be in Green Bay anymore. He doesn't. In fact, a lot of people, especially Shannon Sharp, believe that a year from now, he'll be in Denver. You know what? I can legitimately see that myself. Because Aaron Rodgers really would rather be anywhere than Green Bay. I mean, they kind of did him wrong, for sure. And by kind of, I mean legitimately so. And Aaron Rodgers stuck it to him by becoming the league MVP. Ran away with the award, for that matter. So, if Green Bay loses to the Lions, then I can definitely make the call that, yeah, Aaron Rodgers will not be at Green Bay next year. Because losing to a good team like the Saints is one thing. Losing to another team that's a division rival, one that you've been pretty much manhandling throughout your entire career, is another. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to be picking the Green Bay Packers over the Detroit Lions. So that's my pick for the day. And here's the thing. Believe it or not, the site where I watch shows that were originally streamed from Netflix, Kid Cosmic was finally on. I was extremely tempted to just watch it, but yesterday was Sunday, football day. Football takes priority. But for sure, at some point during this week, I'll definitely get my thoughts on Kid Cosmic Season 2 out. If I work at it, I could probably get it tomorrow, but I make no promises. And, well, it can't be Thursday, because Thursday I'll be doing my thoughts on the Season 6 opener of The Masked Singer. So we'll have to see, but definitely look forward to the Kid Cosmic Season 2 video coming out. And yeah, like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, channel location on YouTube. I am very homie this video for all of you guys watching Joe for the movie. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, for those who want to talk channels, we're here to let you know right back. Take care and make good choices. All I got left to say is, how about them Cowboys? Woo! See ya.